Oh, goofy. He's very goofy. He plays too much. And I'll be like, boy, if you don't stop playing so much, because as you grow older, it's like, get up out that goofiness. But he was just goofy. He just liked it to smile. He just liked it to brighten up people's day and just make people happy and stuff.
True's personality was really goofy, and he was funny and always liked to make everybody laugh.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, he was a happy kid. Like, he was just so positive. Like, I don't even think I've seen him mad before, honestly.
I've never seen Deonte mad longer than 5 minutes. I don't care what it was.
When his mom would get mad, like she'll be yelling and everything, and in her loud voice, and then he will always be like the one, like, no, just calm down. And, like, he always just tried to keep everybody calm and sane and stuff. And it used to be so funny because he was like the peaceful one. He'd be like, what are you yelling for? He was like, what do you have to yell for? It used to be so funny.
He's a very considerate kid. Sometimes we didn't have a lot, and he didn't care. Last year for Christmas, I didn't have too much money. And my friend was just saying, oh, gosh, it's so sad, because I remember I was so worried about, getting him presents and stuff. And when he walked in the door, after he had told me several times he didn't care, he said, well, where's the food?
He cares for others, and just the way he thinks is just, like, he thinks about everybody. Like, when we go places, like, if he had, like, $7, he would rather spend that on a pizza than just going to get him, like, McDonald's type thing.
You could go up to him, like, anybody, and just talk to him about anything, and he'll, like, really tell you the honest truth. And, like, he'll always be there for you, like, even if you didn't know him.
He was like a vibrant kid. He was always positive. So, like, if you didn't see him, you would always hear him, just because of, like, how loud he could be.
And he loved being, like, the center of attention and being on Snapchat, and loved the camera. His smile was so big.
He was the glue. He kept everything together. Like I said, he wasn't a mad person. He kept them together. He organized football games for his friends on Sundays. Like I said, they all came to the house. He provided comfort for them, because a lot of them, as I talked to them, didn't have a solid home or solid background. But when they came to our house, they got that love, that home environment. No matter how grown you are, you're still a kid up in here. I'm the only adult. That type of environment. So they like to play video games a lot, too. Yo, Lord. Yes, Deonte was excellent in video games. You could take him to any tournament. He'll win you all your money back.
You think you good until you play True. You play True, and you beat True, then you the king of the whole system.
True always won with the video games, and sometimes, like, there would be, like, competitions either at his house, like at other people's house, where he would just win money all the time.
He was good at every sport game, Madden, 2K. I would never want to play him in video games. I'm like, nah, you could have that win. I don't want it. I don't want it on a TV screen showing that you blew me out by 30.
I still have his system and everything, his profile. Some of his friends come over and they play on it. Deonte had so many things. So when all the kids came over and helped me move, or some kids come over, I let everyone pick out an item. So they can remember Deonte by. He had 2 classes left. He actually wrote the principal here. He was trying to get back on the football team here, because to stay here and finish his last 2 classes, he would have to stay for the whole school year. That was the agreement if they decided to let him stay, because he was a 12th grader and he would be 18. And so he went and tried to get back onto the football team. He practiced a lot after school, right before school was out. So he was really looking forward to that. He loved that sport.
He was passionate about it. Anything he believed in.
Football was a big thing in True's life. He was mostly a basketball player most of his life, but he played football a lot on the streets, and it impacted his life a lot.
He was so, like, intimate about me playing, so that just created more motivation for me. Like, this is what he wanted me to do. So basically, he's living through me, and he wanted to play football too. So I got to go out there and do what he wants me to do and what he wanted to do at the same time. Everything we do, we passionate about is for true at the end of the day.
Me and Deonte were best friends. So I guess all my moments were special. We talked about everything. No, literally shared everything. And so I guess every moment was really special with Deonte. I was just saying the other day, I posted a picture, and it was just him walking. And I would take a picture, and I just love my son so much. So I guess all my moments with my son was very special. He would just walk, and I would take pictures. One of the funniest moments is if you guys ever met him at school, he really liked to dress. And as considerate as he was, you wouldn't even know that, but a lot of times I would jump up and say, oh my God, Deonte, some shoes are coming out. And Deonte would pay attention to things. And so he'll say, Mom, don't worry, I don't want those shoes. And I'll say, no, Deonte, we're going to get these shoes. You're going to want them later. And I will literally go out and stand in line. My husband would be like, you will stand? Yes, I'm standing in line. I stood in line so much that the lady at the Roseville Mall said, listen, when you come, just come, okay? Because you stand in line for hours for your son, right? And I said it was the white Jordans that came out. They were like some special Jordans or whatever. They came out 2 years ago. And I said, Deonte, I'm going to make sure you and your friends get the Jordans. So come over. I'll meet you at the mall. Did he bring the whole basketball team? No, literally, the whole team with their parents. Oh, my God. And then me, feeling so bad because I love the kids. Every last kid got their shoe. But he just wanted to make sure everybody was happy and just like things. When prom came around, he knew I didn't have too much money. So he was saying, oh, don't worry about prom. And he said, I'll go next year. And I said, Deonte, no. And if you see, he got ready 2 days before prom. 2 days. I had to call up here and see if they were even selling tickets still. But he was just being considerate for me. But no, and when I say, to this day, I think that's the biggest smile in his pictures that I have of him going to prom. He was so excited. At first, he was like, Mom, don't worry about it. It's okay. I don't have to go. I'll go next year. But once I said, oh, no, son, I saved the money. I saved your money. Look, I have money for you to go. Oh, he was out the door he went. We was running around to the malls and the stores and stuff for 2 days. He had 2 days to get ready. He was ready, though.
Because he was always happy. So to see him dressed up around a whole bunch of girls, dressed up, he went crazy. Prom wasn't the biggest. Because he thought he was grown. His mom gave him the keys too early. He thought he was grown.
We had a new Benz, and we let him drive it. Oh, my God. He didn't know what to do. He was just excited. He was so excited. He was so excited. He came back on time on prom night. And you know kids usually don't do that. He was back early. That's how excited he was. He didn't want to mess up his chance no more. He was really happy. He had some problems with some kids that started simple things, stealing out of lockers. They had stolen something out of his locker. They had picked something up out the gym. It started so simple like that. And then it carried on and on and on. Where they kept bothering Deonte. I moved Deonte and mostly all the friends. We lived over there. These kids didn't even live over there. We moved them all out to school. A lot of the parents have been reaching out to the police. These kids were just reckless. But it really started with the school picking something up out the locker and finding out what happened to make them so angry. And the friends said once they got out of juvenile hall, maybe it made the little kids more like, it didn't help them. It made them a little more angrier, a little more, I don't know. Deonte was very popular. Mr. Poe, who's the officer over at Sheldon, he said, these kids is coming over here to take over the school, and they're going for the popular boys, which was Deonte and his friends. It made them dislike Deonte more because Deonte was not a fighter. He's a goofy kid. He'll play around, and he might make you think that he'll, you know, if you can bluff him, you can beat him. That's what we used to always tell him, okay? But he was not a fighter. And the more the kids seen that, the more the kids picked on him, the more that made other kids protect him. And so I kind of say it's like the president. The more people protect you and like you, the more it makes other people dislike you and want to attack you. June 22nd, Deonte writes on Snap, I'm bored. The little girl writes him on Snap, or whoever. At this point, I don't know who it was. They write him, hey, you're bored still. Do you want to go hang out? I got 3 friends. Let's go kick it. Deonte is in a group chat with his friends. He's screenshotting the messages. I'm still new to Snap. I guess if you screenshot the messages on Snap, it tells the person. You can see the person writing back, asking Deonte, why are you doing that? And so Deonte is saying, well, I'm asking my friends. You say it's 3 of you guys. I'm asking my friends, do they want to go? But at the same time, he's writing his friends like, this is a little strange. Why is she writing me? She writes them back, hey, hurry up, we're bored, we're going to have something special for you. Naturally, as a 17-year-old boy, you're getting a little more excited what the special is. Deonte is very particular. He doesn't give people our address. I don't care who you are. So evidently at this point, I'm assuming he's guiding them there. The friend says, okay, I'll go with them. I'll go with you. But they say, no, we don't want to pick him up, or we can meet you guys. Thank God my baby didn't go meet them. They probably would have tortured him. People question, why was Deonte out that late? This is the first time I'm going to say this. Deonte snuck out the house. Anybody that knew my son knew he could not go out the house past 9:15, okay? Now, what he did at other people's house, I don't know. But at my house, they know. I don't care if you're catching the Uber or what. The Uber better be here and pulled off from in front of my door by 9:15. If it's 9:16, ain't nobody going nowhere. Period. I don't care. Well, evidently, he goes and he's thinking he's going to go sit out in front of the house. I don't know what he thought. I assumed he thought he will be back in time because he left the front door open. He wouldn't leave the front door open with me in there. Deonte goes. The neighbors on the camera, they can see him walking out. The man said Deonte is on FaceTime, looking down. He was telling his friend, they're here, I'm on my way. And on the camera, you can see the shots. When Deonte looked up, he could see it's a kid that wasn't my baby. I know I'm leaving off the story. Even in his casket, he had a shocked look on it. It was forever embedded in his face. He looked up and seeing that it was these boys that had been threatening him. It wasn't the girl he was supposed to meet. And then the shots fire. They don't see him hit Deonte. They just see it. They see Deonte turn around and run. So evidently, one hit him right here. As he turned around and run, one hits him in the back, in his lung, which made him choke. He falls on the ground. They can see on the camera. They get out and try to shoot him, I guess. He falls twice. He's trying to get back in the house. Now, mind you, I'm in the house asleep. I was really tired, but maybe God kept me asleep because I would have went out there and went crazy. I hear the gunshots, 5 gunshots. Boom, 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 boom. I jump up, me and my dog. Now I notice I done fell asleep. All the lights is on, my clothes is on. So I get up, but it's quiet after the 5 shots. My room is like right here, and Deonte's room is straight ahead, so I can look and see that his light is still on and his door is closed. So I'm assuming he's in his room because that's where I last seen him at on his phone. You know, looking, he had his Macy Murphy's shirt on. He's on the phone, listening to music. He wasn't going nowhere. I look, I see his light on. I shut my door, turn out the lights, take off my clothes, use the bathroom, and go back to sleep. As I'm dreaming, I hear Sacramento Police Department. We didn't know what was going on, but kids are so evil. They posted, "We killed that nigga." That's what they posted. And that's how we knew. That's how we knew. Because they posted that. Stupid. And now the friends is calling. Everybody's calls early in the morning. They like, it's her, it's her, it's her. They send in pictures. And I write her. Hey, what's going on? What? Hey, listen, you need to call me. She like, who is this? I'm like, this is True's mom. You need to call me. My son is dead. What happened? You know, she like, I don't know what happened. She didn't care. That's why I said I want her to go to jail. She didn't care what happened. She wasn't involved. If somebody writes you and tell you that their child just been murdered and they want your parents to call, you go in there and go get your parents. I'm not doing none of that. I don't have nothing to do with it. I don't want to talk to nobody. My parents don't want to talk. This is what she writing me back. My parents don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I see someone was writing Deonte from my snap, but it wasn't me, and I don't care, and I ain't in that. And I told her, you know what? You're going to go to jail for the rest of your life. I promise you. You're hiding behind social media and these fake names. Oh, yeah, you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life. So when these kids gets up the next morning, they decide they're getting right back in the same car that they done came to my house and shot my son with, that they done took her and shot her with the same guns, and we going riding again. And the police caught them. They were already outside waiting for them and caught them at the light by their house, took them back to the house, got them, and then got the other boys. There's 6 kids in custody behind this. All 6 is charged with attempted murder and conspiracy. And then 1 got an extra charge of murder, and that's Danquelle Jones. All the kids, they come over, they still help. They write me every day, actually, and it helps me, you know, to know that I'm still being thought about and to know Deonte haven't been forgot about. He would want me to be positive and to keep his name alive in a positive way. I know, to see all his friends, like, put them on his jacket or just positive, you feel me, like good laughs and talk about good things.
To remember True, I always go to all the events. Like yesterday, I went to Nikki's birthday party, and there was a lot of his family members, and we just always try to do stuff like that because we know it's True keeping us together, that always keep us together, that bond.
Funeral, the ceremony, we had his birthday party, everybody came out, we had fun, played football, we was there for Nikki. I got a whole lot of stuff that I did make for True, like my jacket, it says True on it right here too. I keep dice with me too, because that's just what we do. And Allende, my brother, he has his jacket, he got his polo jacket right now. So, and I got shirts made, I got all kind of stuff made for him. We make our own stuff, and whatever, like if we bleach something or stitch anything, it has to have True in it. That's just how much love we got for him.
Well, I have a picture of him in my room, and like I had made like a picture frame That's kind of the only thing. And I kept like his obituary and stuff. But like that, yeah, that's pretty much it. And like our text messages, and like I was looking on my voicemail one day, like I was just looking, and I had found a voicemail of him, and he must have thought he hung up, but he didn't, and he was just talking. I was like,
I still send him text messages because I know he's receiving them. He sees them. He know I'm talking to him. Just, I love you. Happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Keep watching over me. Keep me on the right track. Help me stay focused. Cause I ain't perfect.
I just been speaking and just trying to get the story out there and just let girls know, you know, like, you guys are pretty and stuff. And I what if she would have died? You know what I'm saying? Like my son died and stuff. Like, who benefited from that? You know, I never had friends put me in situations like that. A real friend would not put you in a situation like that. A real friend would not even want you around something like that, to have to endure something like that. That's not something that goes away overnight. This is going to be a lifetime effect for everybody. You know, so I just want people to be aware. Everybody's not your friends. Watch these little boys. Little boys need to watch these little girls. You know, like Deonte, I don't know. I just never thought girls would be the death of him or a cell phone. And now it's like, you know, I just want people to be aware of what can happen. You know, all that, hey, want my social media code? Yeah, you might share it with your friend, but who she might share it with, you know? And then it has you all in something. She had friends too. They're saying how much they miss her. She's way somewhere. She probably knows nobody. Like, look at her life. Like, look at my life. I just told myself this morning, like, Lord Jesus, how do you just get up every morning and keep going? The only reason I think I haven't lost my mind, because I have met so many people during this, that I'd be like, ooh, she nuttier than a fruitcake. Oh, heck no. Lord Jesus, I got to stay sane, you know? But it's really like, it's hard, you know? It's really hard. Hug your parents a little more. I want the parents to hug their kids a little more. When people see, they be like, girl, you have so many pictures of your sons. And yes, I was really into my kids taking them places and doing things with them. And that's probably why Deonte was so happy, because he knew it was so much more to life.